cleric hound.
All right. Iz isn't here. Whoops. That's all right. I'll wait for her at least to see. Oh no, she said go ahead.
Yeah, we'd already talked about it. Yeah, so she's good.
Yeah. Okay. So while we have a couple people taking care of foodstuffs and dog potty things, we're gonna follow the clerics to the All Faith Shrine. Have another beer, Juice. Jesus. All right. Is that the spot?
Yes.
Yes, that's the spot. Okay.
Yes.
20-something marked locations. All right. You guys would notice on the way, actually you would have noticed before, but I didn't actually note it before. The hole that was in this area of town is no longer a hole. You can see like pieces of tinder and stone lining the area that it would have like broken ground and started going below it. You still see it like roped off as if there's still work happening to it, but it's no longer a hole that you can see into.
They've made progress.
Yep. And so are you guys just walking in?
Yeah.
Okay. It is open. It's like the door's just open. And you see a couple of random people sort of in there talking to each other, studying the shrine. And you also see Imdarr sort of passing in and out of his room in the right-hand side.
I'm gonna like approach to where I won't be in his way when he comes out, and then just as he's kind of coming past me, good morning, Imdarr. I'm not sure if you remember me. We haven't spoken much, but I was wondering if you would have some time to answer questions and exchange information.
Absolutely, that's my purpose here.
Lovely. So, do you remember me? I think we've only spoken about once before.
Oh, but of course, a fellow cleric I never forget.
That makes this a lot easier. So recently, me and a couple of my compatriots have ventured out into the world and seen some new things and had some new experiences. And we've come across some information that is strange to us, and I think that you might be able to help due to your more experience of having pilgrimages than I.
Why, of course, anything that I can do as long as it doesn't displease Tempest.
I don't see why it would. So first question, I'm gonna like go and do like a little bit of a quieter voice to like try to keep anybody else from hearing. Do you know of the Dukes of Akkad, or Akkad himself?
Oh my god, that is a question I did not expect. Damn, okay.
I gotta, like, I write notes down and I have to figure out ways to try to follow up on them.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
not there and I forget.
No, I don't mind at all. For some reason, the Aarakocra page always takes me to a settings page for the Beyond 20 extension, but only the Aarakocra page. I don't know why.
See, this is why it wants you to wing it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have him make a
That was bad.
pretty difficult check here. Ouch.
Oof.
That doesn't sound familiar.
I see. do you know a DM real quick just to make sure my memory is good and I'm not metagaming?
Sure.
Did the drow mention the elemental chaos, or did they mention they were talking about the elemental planes, weren't they?
Right. They mentioned that if these orbs are being created, that means people here are tapping into the elemental planes. Not necessarily Red Larch here, but like on the material plane.
On the material plane, there's some kind of interference.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so second question. How much do you know of the material planes?
Well, that depends on the particular question. My studies are on the focuses of Tempest himself, and of course that comes with at least a little knowledge of the different planes of existence.
So you worshipping Tempest with that? So would you have more extensive knowledge on one of the four? Or I just
One of the
I
four
just want
what?
more of one of the four planes of one of what I'm gonna try that sentence again because English is hard. So you worshipping Tempest, would that mean that you would have more information about one of the elemental planes than the others? Would you have an imbalance of information?
Between the elemental planes, no, but I am aware of their existence and conflicts generally.
Conflicts. Could you enlighten me on that a little more? What are their conflicts?
Well, I'm not the best person for that type of question, but they are generally regarded as evil. They're manifestations of energy that create chaos, and if in the wrong hands, they can cause a lot of harm wherever they're pulled to. Why do you ask?
I'm involved with some stuff that could be quite dangerous, and I'm trying to keep it between those I can trust. And you being a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, I know that I can trust you with this information.
He's going to think for a moment and kind of look at you with kind of like a purposeful stare. And he'll say, I appreciate your being forward with me. I'm feeling compelled to tell you. Tempest is disturbed recently. Clerics of my order, including myself, have made note of his honor being disturbed. Make a religion check. Yeah,
Imagine being a cleric and not having proficiency. Oh, I do have proficiency. 18.
You know that Tempest's honor specifically is tied to the mechanics and rules of war. So if Tempest's honor is being disturbed, you would kind of take that to mean, with fair amount of confidence, that like rules of war are being broken, or something about war that doesn't belong is happening.
I see.
And he'll continue to say a little bit more, and he'll say, it's odd that you come here asking me of the elemental planes, because somehow it seems they're involved with this disturbance.
And this English is hard. Again, I'm sorry
It's
for
all
not
good.
being fluent. How did you figure out that they were involved?
Well, it is fairly common for devotees to experience visions if our gods deem us worthy of, I guess for a lack of a better word, information. Although what I have been seeing is unclear.
What have you seen?
Are you asking for the literal or my personal interpretation?
Would it be too much to ask of both?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check. The DC is very low, given the circumstances and the conversations you've already had.
Okay. Where's the P's? Right there. 14?
Oh yeah, nailed it. Okay, so he's going to say, well, as best as I can describe the literal, I've seen a shield with a flaming sword. I'm going to use that previous religion check, Taryn. You know that that is like an iconic symbol of Tempus. And he'll go on to say that the sword itself seems to bend. And I get a feeling of anger. But then what I don't understand is that the shield seems to partially disappear and then reappear, as if some wave is slowly going across it, veiling my view of it.
And then, what is your take on this vision?
The only interpretation I can make is the feeling of anger and a sense of confusion as well. Gert.
Yes.
Hang on, I need to look at you real quick. At this mention of this, like, wave, the way he's describing it, you have a very strong sense that you've seen that very same thing. And you think back to a certain tree branch.
Tree branch. Whoa!
Throwing it way back.
Whoa! I don't even know if I have notes from that anymore. Man. Yeah, that's a thing. Huh. I don't know where to go from there. Oh, jeez.
Give me 5 minutes and I can figure out all the right things.
Yeah. Yeah, because the tree sort of like shimmered, like was there but wasn't there, and it was real big, but it was almost as though it was like its essence was elsewhere, if that makes sense.
Are you
It was
saying
like-
this in character, or are you just kind of reiterating?
I'm like going, yes, I'm reiterating in my own mind,
Okay.
trying to like go back. Although no, here, let me be in character now.
Okay.
A while ago, some of my compatriots and I ran into something that feels similar to what you are talking about, it was a tree that on the surface of the earth we know exists, we know was there, but was constantly shifting and almost shimmering in and out of sight. But we found essentially its mate directly below it, under the earth. And it was as though the essence of that tree was being sucked away into this lower area.
Let's do this.
I-
Okay.
I didn't-
He'll respond, yeah, that's a good expansion on what I've tried to describe. Do you have any piece of it?
Yes. Right?
I don't remember. I remember you having, we're gonna have to. You
we
had
took
a
a piece.
piece of a branch at one point, and then you showed it
Yes.
to someone. Who did you show it to?
I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing a branch.
You showed it to Iz. You showed it to Iz and Cal.
Yeah. Like they were with me.
It went away when you fought the guy.
Yes, it went away when the tree essence went away.
Yeah. When you killed the druid, you know it was a druid that attacked you in that cave.
Okay.
Taryn, this and Whirl, this was the sort of like pre-session 1 adventure that we ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
But they told you about it, so we're not crossing any boundaries by reiterating any of it.
Mhm. So did Gert say the thing about the tree's essence being pulled into the bottom one, or pulled into the tree underneath it?
I probably didn't express it in those words up until this point, because that's
Well, at
yeah.
this point, okay.
Yeah.
So if the tree's essence was being drained into another one, do you think that maybe Tempest's energy is being put into something else? And that is causing his sword to bend?
I don't know that I would say his essence necessarily. Interpretation of the gods' messages is always difficult. I don't know. I might meditate and pray more to find out.
That's certainly something. Ooh. We're just in a lot of confusing information right now, and our group is trying to figure out what we can of it.
Is this in relation to your search for Limura?
Yes, I believe so.
That may help.
How so?
It seems we have common stresses in mind, at least, with the worry for her and where she may be.
I have a theory on where she may be.
Oh, do you?
I have a theory, but it's a long shot and it's a dangerous place.
I've heard word of dangerous places.
Do you know of Featherdale Spire?
He's gonna sort of look up and think for a second. Would it happen to be a tall stone structure standing on a lone piece of rock?
That is exactly it. So if you go to Featherdale Spire, there's a cave towards the east on the opposite end of the canyon, or the valley. And these Dukes of Akka that I had asked you about earlier had specified or mentioned that there were people that were brought into this cave, and the time from when an area was attacked to the time that these people were brought into the cave, matches up to where we think that Limura and a couple other important people to us may be being held captive.
He's going to close his eyes and take a deep breath. And as he's breathing out, is it only 3 of you here?
I think it's
Yes.
just 2.
You,
Oh, I mean,
Or
like,
2 of you?
not the rest of us.
Yeah.
you said that there were other people in the All Faith Shrine?
Yeah, there's
but-
the other
Yeah.
2 people, but of this party, is it just
It's
you
just
and
the
Gert?
2 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As he breathes out, the 2 of you are going to, like, you could swear that the earth is shaking beneath you. And he starts uttering random words. Bird people, ritual, door, rune.
Bird people, ritual, door, room.
And both of you, unless you wanted to do anything specific, you'd be able to tell, being clerics, that he just like experienced an event, which is not entirely uncommon, but still, like, you're young in your cleric studies and devoutness, so it would probably surprise you a little bit, but then he would say, "Huh, that was new."
Do you feel okay? That was kind of that felt heavy over here.
Yeah. The influence of Tempest can be forward.
I'm not sure if I could handle. I'm not sure if I could handle being a follower of such an.
Over at the front of the room you guys are in, if you would at least notice that it seems the 2 people who have been there are like undisturbed.
And then, was that all you felt, or were able to hear those words that you've just spoken?
What words?
What just happened to you? Like, what did you just experience?
I don't know. That's odd.
You just kind of. Well, it seems like you just lost touch with reality and said bird people, ritual, door, room.
That doesn't sound familiar.
Did you feel the ground shake beneath you?
No. Although I would imagine you did.
Yes, we did.
The influence of Tempest is sometimes rather forward. guys are
Dude,
so confused.
DM, okay, I'm
I'm sorry.
kind of confused.
Yes, all of that
because-
is correct and on purpose.
Okay. You just said that.
Yeah.
Did I? Huh.
The influence of Tempest is sometimes forward.
Well, yeah, that's correct. I did just say that now.
But you said it after your whatever that was. You
Did
said
I?
it. Yes. I think
Huh.
I think you should find a place to sit down.
I am rather tired. It's early, but I might turn in for the day.
If you don't mind, I'd like to run one more question by you, and this is more of a personal question about myself.
Of course.
Is it... So, I've recently shot hellfire from my fingers, which is unlike my normal magic that I'm able to use. And it's concerning for me. Do you know if this is normal, or am I in some kind of danger?
Well, you are a tiefling. It's unusual. I don't think I've ever myself seen a tiefling cleric. But I'm sure you know that the path of a cleric is full of many difficult decisions.
Wait a minute. That's in character too.
I knew you would say that.
Okay, math. Hold on. I have to math for a second. How many days was it since we went to Triborg?
Since that event, like 10 days to 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Imdarr, do you know what you were doing about 2 weeks ago, or are there any holes in your memory?
Well, I was here, of course. I believe 2 weeks ago I was at first wondering what's going on with Lemura, but still trying to fulfill my duties at the shrine.
Did you possibly get those words spoken to you?
What words?
God. Oh my god. This is all in character too. You know what? Never mind. If you wouldn't mind, could you stop by the constables sometime today? I would prefer it be today.
For what purpose?
With your recent episode and slight amnesia, I am kind of concerned for you, and the constable is one of the only people we can trust.
Well, very, very well.
Now, you may see 4 people, four people that you wouldn't necessarily expect to see, or you'll see 4, or just 4 guys. Either way, it's completely safe, in the constable's butchery.
Very well.
Okay, now one last time. What did we just talk about?
Me
This
going
entire-
to see Imdarr.
You are Imdarr.
Sorry, me going to see Constable.
Okay.
That was DM making a mistake.
Okay. I was like, okay, possession has occurred. Are we good?
No, I'm gonna really make you flip out, Taryn. No, that was me making a mistake. Sorry.
Okay. Oof, that actually scared me for a second. The entire conversation. You remember I asked you about the Dukes?
DM's forgetting half the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Took note of the important parts. You asked about the Dukes. I don't know anything about these Dukes.
Yeah, and then
You asked about
planes,
the planes.
and then that went into Tempest's will, or Tempest's honor as being.
Tempest's honor is being disturbed. Yes,
Yep.
It's. I misspoke earlier and said Tempest. It's Tempus. Tempus.
Tempest. Okay.
I was gonna ask that
'Cause
because I was like, Tempest,
Tempest
like,
sounds like a
kinda like
lightning.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
It's Tempus. My visions with Tempus seem to align with something she has seen.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you're not forgetting our conversation.
Of course not. A fellow cleric, I never forget.
Okay. I'm assuming that one was on purpose, because you seem very. Me is forgetting the word. You seem very adamant about that fact about yourself, so I'm going to assume that you did not forget that you said that.
Absolutely.
And at this point, Taryn is like, you can like his hair is starting to like get full of static, like he's like getting stressed out.
You squirming a little bit?
A little bit.
Alright.
And you know what? Do you have any important business now?
Aside from tending to the shrine, no.
Good. We're gonna go to the constable now.
Oh, I can't leave the shrine right now, but I could see him this evening.
What are there important things going on at the shrine?
I must attend to it, assuming people may come in, and of course my own prayers and devotion time.
I see. Would you mind if we sent somebody to look after you while you stayed the day here?
Look after me. Do you assume I am unsafe?
It's not impossible for you to be currently unsafe. You have forgotten two things that you've said so far in this conversation that are...
Have I?
And an entire event that happened.
Deep breathing in game 2.
Taryn, what? Remind me again what you said, or what you asked him that prompted his meditation.
Which one? The birds one, or the,
Yes.
the thing that okay.
You were asking him
I
about.
said I
where
told him about
they-
the prisoner, for maybe prisoners,
Mhm.
where Limura and Gimlen's brother,
Okay.
and then he went into that state.
Okay.
Can I like check, just kind of glance at Imdarr and see if he's like doing okay physically?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Is that cool?
Well, I guess technically or nature. Whichever you prefer.
Yeah, we're gonna go with insight. 17.
He seems fine.
Okay. But yes, Imdarr, you're obviously not noticing it, but you've been kind of checking out at certain points in our conversation, and
Have I?
been saying yes, a lot, and it sounds like crucial information, and we don't want whatever's going on to be affecting you. So I'll make sure that the person we do send doesn't disturb you. I just want to make sure that you are able to continue your worship and continue being able to assist those who come here.
Huh. Well, very well.
I am going to step out. I'm saying this out loud, not doing it. I'm going to step out, and when I step out, I want you to just give me a topic. Give me 2 topics that we have discussed as I'm at the doorway. And at this point, Taryn is like, he's like very jittery and like unable to stand still.
He's gonna say, "Are you okay, son?"
No. And then I slowly start to walk out. Have a good day.
Okay, and as you're walking out, he'll say, well, all right, Dukes of Akka, Elemental Planes.
Okay.
Sure, now he remembers things.
No, and then, okay. I'm gonna make a note because I'm gonna do something later now.
All right, are we good to flip to the other crew at the, I think you're at the smithy now?
Yes.
If I recall correctly.
Just one more question for you, Juice, before we go. The trance that he went into, when he did it, you said that we would have recognized that would we have recognized what he was doing, or just the fact that he was doing some sort of magic?
Make a religion check.
Religion check.
Son of a bitch. I am just...
Taryn,
that's the highest
also
roll
make
I've
one.
had today.
Oh,
Yikes.
cool. I get to make one too. Yay.
Yeah, the rolls today have been rough.
Yeah, that is the highest roll I have had today.
10.
Jesus.
Okay. Taryn, you at least would be able to recognize that was likely his god was communicating with him in some way.
With him and not. Oh, I rolled a 10. I'm not going to get any more information than that. Never
Right.
mind. Okay. Taryn is brushing the hair out of his face as he's walking out. He's trying to get recomposed.
Okay. Anything else right away for you guys before we go to the other group?
Nope.
Okay. So is it all 3 of you, Cal, Whirl, and Iz, at the smithy, or are we split even more than that?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think Cal, you should probably walk in first because he recognizes you.
Yeah, I'll walk in. I'll take the lead and see if my buddy's around.
All right. No one else is in here, and as soon as you open the door, you'll see Feng Fang will be at the front counter, like working on a piece of armor, and he'll wave at you and say, "Oh, my friend Calufras, welcome, welcome. How's that spear we did for you?"
Fang, it's wonderful. Has yet to taste real battle, but I can already feel its potential.
Ah, yes. Well, you put it to the test. Hopefully, you won't soil it too much too soon.
My associates here have some interest in either some wares and possibly some upgrades. If you would be so kind as to take a look at them for me.
Of course, of course.
Well,
Sure. So first we have this, and I'm gonna clunk the giant hunk of armor down. The decorated it's a decorated breastplate. And I'll say it's just a little bit too much for all of us, and we were wondering if maybe you would be interested in it.
How did I lose this? This is like one of the key things I looked up and had bookmarked, and then I lost it. What the hell? Sorry, 1 second.
I mean, you told me to just add a breastplate to my equipment, and so I just did that, and it is a piece of medium armor that weighs 20 pounds.
Oh, I said just a breastplate?
I mean, you said for me to list it as, quote, decorated breastplate because it was of the Feather Gale Knights?
Yes. Okay. Now that you say it, as soon as you started saying that, I found it. Okay,
Cool.
So yes, breastplate. Gotta find that. There we go. Okay, he's going to take a quick look at it and say, "Wow, this is a fine piece." And
we thought so.
he'll look at the etchings around it and he'll say, "I don't recognize these. Do you know where it's from?"
You know, as far as I'm aware, I think it's this something from. I'm trying to think of something intelligent and funny to say. I can't think of anything. No idea, but it looks pretty. It's got all the like whirling air kind of marks around it. There's like the dude doing some stuff. Can't find anything else that it said was on it, just that it was pretty. And it's also got these cool down pointy arrows because it's telling the bad guys that they're going down. So it's quite threatening while also being very...
Make a deception check.
Absolutely will I do that.
Okay, he's gonna look at it as you're describing it and kind of Huh.
It doesn't really work with any of us, and we were wondering if maybe we could.
He's gonna take it in both of his hands and like claw at certain points and like clearly try to sort of like test it. And then he's going to take like a tool from off the bench that he's at and like give it a little whack, and you'll hear this ting.
Ooh.
And he'll sort of look at it, look at you, and say, "Huh. Well, I could probably sell this for a good buck." Buck
good.
isn't a thing. Good coin. All right, that's me winging it with lingo. Tell you what, 120 gold for it.
Oh, you're breaking my balls, buddy. This has got to be worth like easily 250.
That's probably what I could sell it for. Well, that's of course after buffing it up, cleaning it off.
My equipment sheet said 400.
That is like retail price, and this dude is not retail. If you couldn't tell from the previous, from what Cal had to pay for his thing.
How about this? No, it's not gonna work because he's still gonna have to do the work. We have this piece of armor. We also, a friend of ours has this shield. I think Cal has it. I could also have it.
One of us has
I
it,
gave
and
it
we
to one of
will.
you.
Okay,
I gave it
I'll
to
pull the
Will.
shield out. And he was wondering if we could maybe get some upgrades to this shield while also we sell this breastplate.
What kind of upgrades are we talking? You've
Just,
clearly piqued his interest.
I'm thinking on this one, instead of the down arrows because the bad guys are going down, because they're upgrades, maybe let's put arrows to point up.
You want me to etch it?
No, just I want it to be upgraded.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, we're like
Here's the thing, I know that we're all
puns that
sharing
are
this, but-
coming through this campaign.
Just anything you could maybe do to make it like a little more powerful, give it an extra zhuzh, would be really lovely. And so I guess between those two things, I was wondering what we could, there's some kind of deal, how we could work some stuff out.
Oh, I could certainly plate it. I could
Mm-hmm.
do a little work like the spear, but I know it takes some time too. Could you
that's fine with us.
Could you leave it here for a week?
That was the impression I'm under. So yes.
A week and 140.
So we're trading exactly this breastplate realistically for exactly the work that would be done on this.
No, he meant a week. The breastplate and.
Oh, and I would still get 140.
Oh
we'd still get
no,
140 back.
I'm getting that all sorts of backwards.
Cool.
The total would be 140. He's gonna ask for 20 gold and the breastplate.
I personally don't have. Well, we sold the stuff before. I'm assuming. We just are retconning that we sold our other pile of random shit.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So that's total of 120. And the breastplate plus the 20 is going to negate the shield.
The
is what
shield
you're saying.
upgrade, yes.
Remind me, Cal, how much did your javelin upgrade cost?
I don't remember.
Cool.
I believe it was 35.
So I'm going to take that
Yeah.
knowledge that I just randomly just said out loud. So interesting that the javelin was only 35, but now this shield is going to be roughly 170 gold. That seems like a lot.
Yes, but much more common item for such a simple upgrade, but there's much more magic I can do with this one.
Yes, I wasn't looking for all of the fancy bells and whistles and everything into it. I just need a sturdy, sharp weapon. I think what our
Oh, are you talking in character, Cal? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. What I think our friend Taryn was looking for was something with a little more substance. So
That's understandable, but then Tara knows us a significant amount of coin after this.
We'll make an insight check.
An insight check?
Yeah.
Ooh, I was on the wrong one.
Okay, so you're having a hard time telling, like, why the heck would that cost so much? But you do at least get a little bit of sense of trust from Cal's disposition that he got like a steal for what he did.
Oh no, I'm understanding that. It's more that I'm also fighting with the fact that I am grumpy. That realistically, Iz and I have done all of this work pillaging items, and now we're giving all of it to someone who was like, I don't feel like stealing anything. That's truly where this is coming from.
Okay.
It's full stop where this is coming from, and me trying to haggle my way out of that. You know what? That sounds like a great deal. We'll do that. While we're here, since this was something I was looking for anyway, what do you have for other lighter armors? Like maybe like leather plus. Looking for like a studded leather, but I don't know what he has.
Oh, please.
You're good. I don't think we're gonna have any money left over after.
Tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you're doing a favor for a friend who may not have known exactly what you were getting into.
Mm-hmm. Could
How
you
about
tell by
I-
my face?
How about I throw in a light armor, used but in great condition?
I mean, I can make anything look pretty. I've got a solid mending charm on me.
It's right over there. And you will see a leather armor that you can describe exactly how you would like it to look.
Oh, don't give me that kind of mess.
Amazing.
Is it more than leather? Is it like leather plus?
It
'Cause
is
mine
just
already
leather.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I was hoping for studded leather because it's like literally the only thing that Whirl can wear.
I thought you said you could wear leather.
Right, but I already have leather.
Oh,
I wanted like just a skosh more than I already have. But if
Got
he
it.
doesn't have it, then never mind.
he
So.
offered leather.
Well, he offered a thing that I already have.
He
I
offered
think-
cooler leather.
I mean, I could decide that my leather was already cooler. You know what? Sure, I will take the other leather armor. It is already. I've already decided. It is like a navy blue, and it's got kind of like random light blue around the edges, and it just happens to be in the corner, and it's mine now.
There you go.
Great. And then at some point in like 2 weeks, I'm going to sell my other leather armor and see if that. So 120 for the leather armor for the deposits, if you will, on the shield, and then you will just take the breastplate from us.
Yes.
Cool. And now down to 100. That sounds like a plan. Go team. Does anyone else have anything they needed to do here? Is any also attempt at haggling, which is totally working?
I mean, I think you're doing a great job there. Real proud of you there.
Thanks. Next, we get to play with the feather cloak and see how we can play that one.
Yes.
It's gonna be so.
That's what I'm here for.
All right. I think we're gonna head out. It was lovely chatting with you, and the next time we are in town, we will swing on over and see about this shield.
Give me a week and I'll give you something to sparkle with.
Cool.
Thank you, Feng. And if you happen to come across any other sturdy shields, again, nothing like you're working with here, just something nice and defensive. Next time I'm in, let's have a chat about it, shall we?
Absolutely. The first one that comes in, I'll set it aside for you.
Wonderful. Thank you, my friend.
Off to the atelier. Clothing store.
That is, if my memory serves, here.
Mm.
7. Yeah.
At least I remember some stuff, right?
I remember that one because I was like, ooh, clothing store. And like, so of course I remember.
You
where
guys
it
are
was.
experiencing a very small portion of the real, like, what's the big picture?
Right.
Gotta wing it here,
That's why
everything.
I love roleplay episodes, though.
Yeah.
Stuff like this is really cool.
It's good.
There's still important stuff happening, so
Good.
as long as we're not bored to tears, that's the point, right? Okay, so you guys are going to see the familiar Helver. Who met Helver factions?
Helver would be Cal's.
Cows.
I don't know that we've actually met him yet.
It's actually a she, or both.
them.
It's a husband and wife. So Cal, you're going to see the two people that you spoke with when you last came here.
That's the Helver and Megala?
Yes.
Okay.
Or did you only speak with one of them? I thought I had both.
I have both their names. I don't
Okay.
know. I'll be honest. I don't remember if I met them both, but I do know that yeah.
Yeah, this was the sort of one-on-one catch-up that we did.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I know you weren't able to write stuff down at that point. So yeah, you would have spoken with both of them at that point before you went to see Constable and then headed over to Waterdeep.
Mhm.
So you guys walk in and you see these two folks. The rest of you don't recognize them. You haven't been in here before, but Cal, you recognize them both. They're sort of working on, slapping off some dust on a few items of clothing hanging up, and sifting back and forth between their various shelves and counters.
Hello. Ding, 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 ding. I figure this is the bell on the door.
Yeah. It's a fancy
Hello,
enough place.
hello. Welcome to Tarnlar's. Find
Ooh.
clothing you desire.
Wow, how did you know?
Well, you're here, aren't you?
You're right. We have some rather fine feather cloaks that we would like to, be appraised. Maybe see if it's something that you guys are interested in or can at least give us a value on.
Fine, you say. Well, I'll be the judge of that. And this is the man talking to you. He'll just kind of like swipe it from you, and hold it up. And this was one of the. Did you make any specific note on what this was?
Just a feathered cloak that was found in some of the living quarters in the Feather Girl spiral.
Right.
I can't work. Wow.
They might have had symbols on them, but I don't quite recall. I saw the symbol on the armor, but I don't know if it was on the cloaks. But they had feathers, so.
The cloak did have symbols on it.
Tight.
I feel like if there was a symbol on it, I would have probably tried to remove it somehow.
And I
Like
would
if
have
it
mended
was-
it on top of it to make sure that you couldn't tell that anything had happened.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
Yes.
Dream team.
I'm gonna
Teams.
lean over to Iz. How many do we have again? I don't remember.
I mean, I grabbed, I think 2.
I think you only grabbed those two. Yeah.
That's one more than I thought we had. So
Perfect.
Okay. She's going to say, huh. Or he's going to say, huh. Well, this is in oddly good condition, at least.
Mhm.
Any idea what these symbols are? And she'll point at the feathers. There are some actual feathers, and there are feathers, sort of shaped in a pattern, embroidered onto the billows of the cloak.
I believe it was for a masquerade party that was thrown by the Lord of Seacomer. His name is Track. Ooh, I got it. I have it written down. Traskar Sellarn. It was one of his big. He has a yearly bash. It's usually a big masquerade. It's pretty common down there.
Damn. Make a deception check.
Perception or
Deception. At
deception?
advantage.
Okay. At advantage.
Ooh. Still good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't roll. I can't roll
see.
less than a 14.
Oh, is that so? Well then.
He's a lovely, fun patron of mine. He sent me off to Bard school. That's
Sounds
true.
like a good man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take it, sort of drape it over the counter. He's gonna stretch like the very edges and fringes. He's clearly like checking for even any minor like deformation or anything like that, and he'll say, I think I can do 15 for this.
Each or total?
Total.
What are you thinking, Whirl?
You know, I feel like they're part of it. No, that's not gonna work. I mean, really, could you maybe go up to like 22?
Well, considering there's minimal work I'll have to put into them, and the feathers are a nice touch.
Aren't they beautiful? Look how they
17.
shine in the light.
17 is the best I can do.
What about? And I'll pull out the pair of earrings that I stole. This is all mine, by the way. What might you have for these guys? I got them as a gift. They just didn't really suit me. Like they're just not my color palette.
Honey, you're in a fine clothing shop.
I wasn't sure if you were a fine clothing and a fine jewelry shop.
We do not. Sure, I'll take a look. And he'll hold his hand out.
And I'll plop them down. I would say something about them, but I feel like it would be silly.
He's gonna kind of like jingle them around in his fingers for a second and say, please don't tell me you got them from Yartar.
I mean, I found them in Yartar. I didn't really like get them anywhere.
Uh-huh. And he's gonna
as a gift.
He's gonna hand them back over and say, quit while you're ahead. Wink.
Cool. Thanks for humoring me. You've been a kind and lovely human. I think 17 for the robes would do fine.
Fair enough. And he's gonna walk around like behind the front counter, pull out a coin pouch, and hand you 17 gold.
Well, that's just wonderful. And
Yeah.
just imagine the return you're going to get on these.
They're
And
just so fun.
such a hot ticket item. Oh, man. You're going to have people trying to just barge right in as soon as they see those right in the window. You have no
Make a
idea.
performance check.
Do it.
Oh, shit. Come on.
That's not bad.
Fuck.
He's gonna look you square in the eye with like this shit-eating grin and just say, keep working at it.
Thanks, it's not my best skill. I'm learning.
We'll
That's
get you
the best
there.
part. Oh man. Oh.
Well, I'm not sure what other business we have in here. Might just peruse around the store for a moment. What kind of fancy fashions does he have on display?
There are several dresses with pockets.
With pockets! Oh my god!
I don't have the money for any of them.
You understand.
Don't threaten us with a good time. I will make that shit happen.
Oh man.
God.
I didn't think it was gonna get that much of a rise out of you guys.
You have no idea.
Dress with pockets. It's as close to a bag folding as you'll even allow us, and also
Yeah.
it's a dress.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yep.
So not cool.
And it has pockets.
And
That's
it
how
has
you know
pockets.
that this is a fantasy game.
Yep.
Mhm. Accurate.
Yeah, so there are several dresses with pockets. If you're legitimately interested in entertaining the possibility, they are priced at 25 gold each.
No way, that's it?
Yeah.
That's like 200.
It's clothing, not armor.
Right. Yeah, but it's still like a with pockets.
I'm gonna let you guys talk about how many dresses with pockets you want to buy. I gotta run to the bathroom super quick. Not like a full break, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Pockets.
We're all not a dress girl. She's a skirt girl.
So here's what we do.
Short difference.
Yes.
Here's what we do. You get all three of you get dresses with pockets, and then we find some kind of like what is the person who like makes magic stuff, artificer or whatever, or somebody who makes
Yes.
things magical, and the pockets become bags of holding, and then you just have
God.
And then
Bags.
make 6 bags of holding because I think technically each pocket.
Didn't somebody find? I think it was you, Andrea. Didn't you find like a
oh
dress
Dress of
pocket
holding.
thing?
No, that's the thing about the dress with pockets is the dress with pockets is the bag of holding, but it's on a dress. And the big thing that we all have to remember is if you're wearing one and someone says, "I like your dress," you have to respond, "Thanks, it has pockets." Otherwise, everything, all of the contents explode out and go into the material way.
Yeah.
It's so
It's just like
That's a pretty cool weapon, though.
it's
like,
sick.
especially for a bard, you could like cast suggestion and then be like, tell me you like my dress, and then you could like weaponize the dress of pockets.
I want you guys to know I am clipping that moment and
Dress with
putting it out
pockets.
on all the social medias.
So, question about the dress with pockets.
Right.
Whirl, like I said right as you got off, Whirl is more of a skirt girl. Is there a way to alter the dress with pockets such that we do not lose the effect of the pockets? Considering that, like, one, we would be cutting it in a way that it would not affect the pockets, but also I understand that magical items are different.
It's not magical dress with pockets.
Oh, fuck you.
Is that why you were surprised at the price? You thought they were magical?
I thought it was the dress with pockets. Because have you seen the dress with pockets going around?
I have seen the dress with pockets, yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry that I definitely
That's
should have
why we all
specified.
got very excited.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
okay, we'll find
it's
one in
not
Waterdeep,
the
it'll be
dress
great.
with pockets. It's clothing dresses with pockets.
Still
I am
great.
not a dress person. I have a very specific aesthetic.
Specific aesthetic.
Cal, were you on the same page as me, or did you know the thing too? Taryn?
I didn't think you were doing because you said you wouldn't do bags of holding, so I figured.
Which is why I was so stoked about the dress with pockets because it's as close as you could ever get.
Still kind of want one of these dresses.
Also, though, I feel like
The three
it
of us
would
will
be.
find a way. We will collectively find a way to like purchase a dress. We will create a dress with pockets.
Joe, did you say something? Because I thought I saw your mouth moving like you were talking, but you were muted.
nope.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I feel like a dress of pockets would be more balanced because you can't like throw a dress of pockets to a person so they can pull something out of it.
Right.
It's still a bag of holding though.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I did not mean the magical dress with pockets.
So you've just been breaking my balls all day, man.
We got a whole campaign ahead of us, so.
So many balls to be busted. I don't have anything else to buy or sell yet because I haven't decided what else Whirl needs. So,
You don't want to buy the lies?
No,
just be a
I'm done with your
reminder.
lies. Can see right through that shit. I'm the queen of lies. Anyway.
All right. Does that then conclude the errands that we had listed?
I think so.
I believe so.
Okay. So we're looking at like late afternoon at this point.
Where do we regroup?
I mean, I
We
figured
never
the inn.
discussed that.
I thought we
Yeah.
like someone low key said the inn.
Probably,
I
I mean-
said like I'll see you guys in the room.
Fair.
So,
You did say
Oh,
that,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
We'll just say we said that.
Cool.
I said it out loud.
No, I know. I we'll say that we just had pre-discussed it, even though we clearly
okay.
didn't.
Didn't.
But also, I would love to reconvene with Gimlen.
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 and see what he knows about this fancy book I got.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are heading back to here.
Constable.
Constable.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't all of the errands because I wanted to stop back at the constable's and ask if one of his men could watch over Imdarr.
Ah, okay.
Right.
So while we were
So-
dicking around at all of the stores, you guys could have gone back and Constable beamed.
Well, while they were at the shrine, you guys were doing. Oh no, you went two places. You went two places.
Two errands.
So yeah, we're gonna say Taryn and Gert, while the other group is at the clothing shop, is the time that you would be going back to Constable.
Okay.
So it's still just you and Gert.
I see that Gert. Are you holding the book or like what are you doing with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just got it like at my side.
Okay. What's that? What did you buy?
It is a book that is in Dwarven. It seems important, and that's all I know right now. But also, it just feels weird. So I was gonna talk to Gimlen and see what he knows about this book and if he could help me at all.
Hopefully it's not as dangerous as, our big bomb.
Our bomb.
Our big bomb. It's been an interesting week.
Yeah. Yes, it has. Yeah.
And then I think we're just gonna get there.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so when you get there, you would notice that the door is locked, so you would have to knock.
Yep. Not gonna do.
You hear muffled discussion as you get there and knock, but the constable will come to the door and open it a little bit, just enough to notice that it's you, and say, "Oh yes, come in."
I'll be right back.
I enter.
Same.
You can see all 6 people in here just poring over stretches and stretches of papers just across every single table that was available in this room.
I am going to kind of get the constable aside, so I can talk to him. Is that possible, or is he just going crazy at the maps?
Gimlen is the only one that seems like higher energy in this whole thing. Everyone else is kind of focused and studious, and they're flipping back and forth between several different pages at a time. Gimlen is like, "Oh yes, but this one and this one another 500 years before, and how about this section over here?" He's kind of flipping between 4 different tables at a time. Clearly excited at what's going on, and kind of half talking to himself and half talking to everybody else. But yeah, everybody else in the room is kind of in their spot, really focused on what they're doing.
Okay. Yeah, before the constable goes to go back to what he was doing, I kind of I motion to him and say, "Constable, I have a request that I would like to make of you."
Of course.
Imdarr, the cleric, I visited him after we left, and some concerning things have been going on with him. I think it's cleric stuff, but these are confusing times that we live in, and I was wondering if we could have one of your men watch over him until he comes to see you, because I had asked him to visit you tonight.
Potentially. Do you think he's in danger?
He was having visions of things that he wasn't remembering after they occurred. And then he had information that he shouldn't have had about something that occurred with me. Basically, he said the same thing as a vision that I had, without remembering that he had said it afterwards.
Huh. Well, we could use all the hands we could get in here, but I guess given the circumstances, we can have one go there for a while. Yeah.
Not to worry. I just want one of your men to watch over him for the rest of the day, and then he should return with whoever you send back here and may be able to help people more.
Sure. And the elf that's been closest to you is going to, like, you can tell he's been kind of side-eyeing to pay attention to this conversation as it's been happening, and he and the constable will kind of give each other a nod, and he will shape back into a semi-portly but tall and buff-looking butcher that he took the form of before, and walk outside.
Before he walks outside, I want to kind of pat him on the shoulder and say, at some point while you're watching him, could you ask him about what I said about the cave to the east of Feathergale Spire? And then just tell me his response.
You want me to ask him exactly that? Seems like a generic request.
We had talked about, we had a conversation about it. He's someone that we can trust. He works with me, alongside me in the Order of the Gauntlet. So I had disclosed some information to him. And some cleric stuff happened, and he had forgotten what I had said at that moment. He had forgotten what he had said after I mentioned the cave. So I would appreciate it if you would, I suppose, quiz him on our conversation, and then tell me his response.
Very well.
I think we should be back in the morning, because we're looking to get a good night's rest.
I will see you then.
Have a good rest of your night.
Oh, excuse me. I'm not tired, you're tired.
Right? Gimlen, can I pull you aside for a moment?
Oh, yes, this map over here. Take a look.
Oh,
you want me over there?
Yes, I actually have a question about something totally different. So this book here, can you read the title?
He's gonna take the book. Sorry, I have no poker face. He looks at the book and gets kind of a scowl on his face, and then flips through a few pages and says, "Do you understand how important my time is right now? To show me an empty book? Or are you trying to entertain me?" None of us have poker face.
Empty book. So you don't see anything?
No, it's blank pages. In pristine condition. Are you looking to write?
No.
Joe.
Are you? This is Dwarven.
I assure you it's not.
Show it to one of the other elves in there. Cough, cough. You didn't hear me because I'm not in the room.
Yeah, I guess I ask someone else in the room. Does anyone else speak or read Dwarven?
The nearest elf is going to take a quick glance and say, "There's no title on that."
Constable, do you see anything on this?
No. Are you okay?
Do
Is there clearly text on this book, though?
For
Do
us,
I?
yeah.
Yes.
do I
All of
see
you
anything
can
in this
see writing on this book and in it if you looked into it.
Mm-hmm. What the hell?
Okay.
Somebody feeling.
Can I write the symbols on that I see on the title page?
You can.
Great. I'm going to write them down and hand them to Gimlen and say, "What does this say?"
Okay. Make a perception check.
Just-
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
Perception. Come on, here you go.
Bloody.
Fucking A.
That sucks.
Everybody make a perception check.
But only two of us are there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
We
Yeah.
were still shopping.
Yeah.
It's
I'm-
just the
yeah,
two.
I'm-
Fuck,
It's
okay.
just two of
So
us.
ignore that.
So,
Hulking our wares.
yeah, Taryn, make a perception check too.
Aaron.
So my passive is up to 18 now.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. So roll perception
So-
and we'll take the higher of the two.
Wait, did you
Yeah.
take the observant feat?
I did take the
Yeah.
Hell
observant feat.
yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
shit.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Gert, you do not realize this, but Taryn does. As she's drawing the shapes out on a piece of paper, you can see them changing in the book.
Oh,
Wait.
no.
Kurt, that's gonna say something different. The words are changing.
Sam, your
what-
face right now.
What? How do you?
Hey, man. Constant left and right pushes, dude.
Okay.
Can I like hold the book to
Well-
like keep the letters from moving?
Just stay there.
No,
But-
stupid ink.
Right? But you're saying that the letters were shifting as I was writing, so like they were shifting behind what I was writing down or in front of what I was writing
So
down?
you can't really tell that it's letters. You
Yeah.
don't read or write Dwarvish, so
Symbols,
your
yeah.
approach would have been like, okay, make the same shapes, and like as you drew a line, like you look at the paper, the book, and then you look at your paper to draw like the first line, and then you look back at the paper, and Taryn realizes that that line has changed, but you do not. You just go to the next line and draw that line, and Taryn realizes that that line has also changed, and you look back and then draw the next line. So you're drawing what you see at every picture moment, but it ends up making just completely incoherent symbols.
Okay.
Here, hold on a second. I'm gonna like pick up the book, and I'm gonna hold it to where I have my hand right behind the front cover, and I am going to cast light so that like the
So you can like see through it?
the symbols. So yeah, so you can see the symbols if you put a sheet of paper on top of it, so she can write on. The book.
Oh.
Okay.
Like
That's
a light
creative.
box, but it's your
Nice.
hand.
Okay. Hey.
Okay.
Hey. You stop kicking me. Sorry. Take it over. Okay, so yeah, so I write down just like, you know, 2 lines of symbols that I
Okay.
see.
Now you can definitely notice that
Okay,
the
that they're all
the
shifting.
lights are shifting as you're writing.
Okay. And there's still, like, when I present at least what I've written to Gimlen, he just says, "This is gobbledygook, you're crazy."
If you actually show it to him, he says, "What are you drawing?"
This is what's in the book.
Looks like a very nice picture book for children.
What's it say? Does it say anything?
No.
Does anybody have an inkwell?
They have the ones that they were using, yeah.
Would you mind if I just took some of this ink for a second?
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the inkwell, and I turn to Gert. I am going to pour the ink in the shape of these runes on the book, and you're gonna press the paper down on top of the book cover, so that the ink instantly comes off onto the paper in the shape of the runes as they're supposed to.
You're gonna try and ink blot the runes?
I'm gonna ink blot the runes.
It's gonna work.
And then I'm gonna try to ink blot the runes.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous about destroying our book.
No,
But
I'm not gonna do it to where I'm like
here's the
sloshing
thing.
the book in ink, but
Here's the thing. The only thing I actually know about this book is that it puts off a weird, not quite right transmutation magic. So, you know.
wait,
We're the only
transmutation magic?
I mean,
Do you think
yes.
it could just be dispelled?
I mean, it
I
can when
can't
we
do
hit
it.
level 5.
I can't do that.
You know who might be a level 5 cleric?
Oh.
Yolanta might be.
Or,
Could be level
or,
5.
you know,
Imdarr.
or
Or your
Imdarr.
cleric guy. That's true. But like across the board, like level 5, like you just get that. It would be more fun to take it to Yolanta, but cool. That works too. Not that I'm there. This is just a thought that all is having some other place.
Oh my goodness. There's so much happening. Alright, I give up on the book.
You guys are actually starting to hit stuff I planned for today now, so
Oh, good.
yay.
Finally.
Oh my goodness.
I know it feels like I'm just fucking around with you. I promise I'm not.
No, I get it. It's fine. I'm just. This is not. Yeah, I was
Some
not
question:
prepared.
if you take it to Imdarr, will he remember it?
Honestly.
Wait, did you ever tell him about it?
No, but like
We
what I'm
never-
saying is like right now, if they take it to him, will he even have any idea what the hell's going on?
Oh.
This is just again a thought because I wasn't there.
Yes.
I mean, he seemed to remember most of the conversation, just certain parts.
Yeah. The only thing that he forgot was his interaction and like what happened during his meditation.
Okay.
And like yeah.
But he had also forgotten what had happened, like, slightly before
Mm.
as well. Not
Yeah,
a lot
slightly
of the
before
conversation,
and
just
slightly after.
before.
Just like the 20 seconds surrounding.
Hmm.
Huh.
Hmm.
I got nothing. Cool. I guess let's go to Imdarr.
Should we could leave the book here and then ask Imdarr and then ask the constable to see if Imdarr can do it when he gets here,
Sounds good.
so we don't have to keep running around.
Sounds grand.
Constable,
For it.
is that all right if we just leave the book here?
You're all acting very strange right now, but I suppose if you think it's important.
We've
It's been a long
especially
week.
it's been a very long week, and I just got back from a very frustrating conversation. I just want something to stick.
Sounds like you just had another one.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't laugh
Yes.
when he says that, but I did.
Also,
Of course, I'll keep it safe.
Constable, if you would just try to keep in contact with Dorothra. I feel like you guys should.
Bang.
I mean, yes, but
Who said that? That's so weird. What happened?
Metagaming pigeon.
I think.
yes.
Constable, I think you have a ghost in your butchery.
No,
Hang out with Dorothra.
I think there's a lot of information that the two of you need to share with each other because a lot of things seem to be going through her town and coming to ours. So
Shit. Up there
And
now.
she really
not.
respects you.
I mean, and that too. She respects you a lot.
Well, that's news to me.
I mean, it shouldn't be. You're a pretty cool guy. And also, she's a pretty cool lady. And you both run towns. Like,
Yeah, she's been rather brash toward me in the past.
well, sometimes that's how ladies act. You just gotta be nice to them.
he's gonna fall on. Mhm.
Point taken.
No offense, guys.
She is a woman in power. And so oftentimes women in power feel the need to show men in power how strong they are. That doesn't mean we respect them any less. So,
Fair enough. That's helpful insight.
yes. Yeah.
Hey, Andrea, have another beer.
I'm not saying that I would really like that. Like Gert and I might have like out of game talked about us wanting this to happen, but we might have.
So, for the campaign, get the constable and Dorothra together by the end.
I have like 8 ideas.
Did we not establish that the constable is married?
No.
No.
What about one of the drow guys?
Oh, gosh.
Fuck. Well, there went that plan.
I mean, they
Um,
can still be
I had
friends,
some
even if they don't
plans.
smosh.
I had some plans.
Smosh.
Smosh.
Did you use smosh? Is it?
Oh my goodness.
I've been
Awesome.
watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Yeah.
alright?
Oh man.
Bone's
Awesome.
broken again, guys.
Must be 11, right?
Yep.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, this is great. Sometimes
done.
I struggle with full RP sessions because even though there's like a lot of good stuff here, like I want the action, and I tend to get a little bored pretty easily. But with this group, it's like even when we're winging it, like enough important stuff comes up, and then we just have enough tangents and breaking cow
Yep.
moments that and it's all good. I think we're at 4,
I
5.
think we're striving. I think at this point we're striving for 1 per session.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gone
How
up.
often can we get Cal to fall out of the chair and have to
I
I mean-
you know what? I kind of want to offer a bounty.
I'm gonna be
don't
honest,
threaten me
though.
with a good time, Dave.
Break Cal, get 1 inspiration.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
The
I
thing
like
is,
these.
though, what's exciting is that it doesn't happen for me often. I can't normally break him that good.
He's too used to you.
Yeah, he is.
Question: is this retroactive? Because I'd have like 3 by now.
No, we're gonna do from this point forward.
All right.
Oh,
All
my
right.
goodness.
I think after.
Cal's over there like, all right.
Shalom, day.
I'm just saying, the next time there's an air elemental, we're about to go down the family tree. So.
Are you my dad?
That's my dad. Just kidding.
Mother.
Oh man. Anywho,
Yes.
Yes.
I think after this conversation, Taryn's gonna start heading back to the tavern.
Okay.
Or the inn. I misspoke.
And so at that point, all of you are heading back to the tavern, yes?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, man. I really appreciate you guys making potentially not as interesting stuff much, much more interesting. All right. I'll say at this point, it's like dusk-ish, like at least dinner time sort of thing. So you get to the inn, and the tavern is bopping. The
Tight.
sort of expected night crowd, plenty of people at the bar, plenty of people having food, and a couple people sifting up and down the stairs in and out of the rooms that you can see on the main level. The usual, like, we'll call it dinner rush of D&D world.
Nice.
Taryn is skipping past it and is quickly trying to get to a bed as fast as possible.
Okay.
Oh, we're almost gonna stay downstairs and play some music.
He'll
Hell
probably
yeah.
still hear it and fall asleep.
Tight.
Okay.
Bust out the flute and join world.
I'm gonna. This one's going to be. Well, first I'm gonna ask the bartender if it's okay. Just like go up to the bar and be like, "Hey, I know we've been here a while or been in and out. You guys seem to have like a rockin' crowd tonight. Would you mind if I played some music?"
The 3 or 4 bartenders that are working right now, they're all pretty busy. They would
Sure.
say, "Hey, if it keeps this up, absolutely." They're
Cool.
clearly like they're working very hard, but they're clearly like accepting of the amount of business that's coming in.
Cool. Well, I'm going to play a song into the Discord, so you're welcome to listen to it if you want to. It is a dulcimer version of a normal human pop song.
Yes.
But we can't play it over the stream because copyright sucks.
Yeah.
But what I will do is recite a poem that happens to coincide with what that song sounds like.
Nice.
Amazing.
Where it began, I can't begin to know when. But then I know it's growing strong. Was it the spring? Then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along?
Awesome.
Hands. Touching hands. Reaching out. Touching me. Touching you. This is about my friend. Her name is Sweet Caroline.
Copyright.
So song. Anyway, we know the song.
So
I
good!
do. Yeah. Not great. I had
Fuck you,
planned that.
DMCA.
Yeah, but I can't play it. But it was gonna be like heckin' good. So next time. Point being, that's the first half of the poem, and I think that the I'm sure that the crowd will have heard this poem before,
Oh, yeah.
along with the music in the background, and will have joined in.
It is
Absolutely.
version is
Yeah.
kicking ass.
Yeah, I listened to it on this side.
So good.
Yeah, it's
And,
good. This dulcimer guy is sick.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Cool.
super good.
Point being, who wants to pass around the hat for
I'll pass around the hat.
all right, you're splitting it with me then.
Great. Doing honest work.
Okay.
Getting honest money.
Yeah.
I think so far.
All 6 of
that
the honest
was.
money you're gonna get.
Fine.
I think so far that was the most lawful good slide at any ad whirl or is that has happened this campaign.
Yep.
We decided that was silver, right? Because it could be a big crowd. It could be gold.
It is still silver.
Worth a shot.
Although I'm going to actually double it for the creativity that you just put into that.
Tight! Congratulations, you get 13 silver.
Woo!
I'll just try and be the hype man in the crowd.
So good.
You'll just have the
so
air
good.
Hey, Freebird! Oh, you know what? That's actually what I would totally do. Is I would change into different people and pose in different parts of the crowd and be like, hell yeah, this rules. And then like
Oh,
turn into an old lady is like,
That's so good.
I love this song.
You know what? Double it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get 13 to that, by the way.
Yeah,
You-
that's all you.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Now, okay. So after hearing the fun time downstairs, Taryn, like, kind of crawls out of his room, casts fairy fire on the ceiling, so that the ceiling starts changing colors.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
Very
Cool.
curious
The
what
other
Cal is
13,
doing.
because there's 4 13s now, will go up to Taryn.
We're slowly creating the in-game version of a bar at 1:48 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah.
Closing time.
Yep.
What's Cal doing during all this? Very
I would have had a
All
drink
of
and I would have had a drink and then gone to bed.
curious.
Scowling in the corner. He's Cal.
Because he's cat.
Just-
He's just pooping in the middle of this party.
We said we were gonna be trying to get some rest because we got like 9 places to go all at
Every
once.
party needs
I'm
a
reminded
bar
of
pooper.
a phrase from Letterkenny. Oh, don't want to be a pooper now.
Oh my god, I love Letterkenny.
Oh man, good stuff.
After the ruckus performance, we'll also start heading upstairs for, I don't know, chatting about the day, figuring out what we're doing tomorrow.
So go ahead and do that. This will be the point then, unless anybody's still doing anything before going up to bed. I'm assuming you're still going to the collective single room. And is there anything that you guys would want to be discussing and or doing before going to sleep?
Yes. Taryn,
Yes.
have you discussed the thing that that Imdarr saw? That like, have you discussed that with the group? Is that
Not
something
yet.
that I should know about your past? Can you share this thing about your past? Because you mentioned something about it to the constable, and we're supposed to be friends, bud.
Can you be more specific?
um,
Like, out of game, which phrase specifically are you talking about?
when you said you were talking to the constable
Mm-hmm.
and told him that bird people, ritual, door, and ruin meant something to you from your past.
I was talking about the fact that he said the life of a cleric has many choices. That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I was like, hold up. Is there a story here that I should know?
Oh no,
about you?
I've been
Have you
very
had
sheltered.
Have you had other like run-ins with
Bird people indoors.
yeah.
I don't know, maybe I did something like what happened with Imdarr and I just forgot about the entire experience. He says passive aggressively, even though the person he's being passive aggressive to isn't there.
Well, I was wondering if like he saw something, like if he saw a vision of our fight
He
with
said
the
that
Aarakocra.
he said that he had talents in divination, so that wouldn't surprise me.
Like if whatever he saw that he forgot.
One of the elves said that he
Oh,
was
it was
gifted in
the elf.
divination. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, throw all that out the window because I don't know that. I don't know if he's good at that or not. So
But yeah, whatever happened during his meditation, if he was given some sort of vision of our fight or a fight that we will have in the future.
I think maybe for right now, the best way we can find out is try to meditate ourselves and see if we can get some sort of message or clarification.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That'd be a cool thing to do before our long rest.
Like, this is not the way I thought we'd be catching up on a expedition to try and apparently save the world. I thought this was just a simple job, but okay.
Yeah, right. Oh, jeez.
Right. Now, how do I meditate?
That is iconic you. Oh, jeez.
Yep.
So I think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's. Yep.
I think Taryn's gonna try to spend most of his long rest meditating.
Okay. And after we found out what we found out about long rests, you can do that.
Ooh.
That would make D&D so much harder if you could only sleep during long rests.
Yeah.
Hard mode.
Yeah.
Gotta be somewhere in 14 hours. Better get to sleep.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep. All right. Anybody else doing or talking about anything specific?
Before Iz heads up to the room, she'll saddle up at the bar where there's a little bit of empty space kind of towards the end of the night. Most of the crowd is cleared out. She'll pull out a piece of parchment and her quill and start writing a letter to her family back home, just saying, I'm back in Red Larch, probably not for very long. Things are a little crazy right now. Just stay safe. And then she'll fold up a little pouch of 25 gold, insert that in there, and then ask the tavern keeper to find someone to send that out.
Okay. This will be a different person from the last time you did this. But he will pick up the pouch as if it's like something that he's probably seen before and give you a wink and nod and sort of like pocket it and assure you that he will get that to the courier in the morning.
Cool. Then I'll head upstairs.
All right. If nobody's doing anything else before actually resting for the night, who is actually going to sleep?
Me, probably.
Like right away. All of you have to sleep at some point, but
Right.
who's going to sleep right away?
Kel's already out.
All right.
Old man Cal.
Gert's planning on meditating for a little while.
Okay. Whirl and Iz make perception checks, please.
Right one.
Rolls suck.
And we both suck.
Oh, that's
Today's been rough. Good thing we didn't have fights today.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Riding the high from that fantastic performance downstairs.
Okay, so Taryn, with your passive,
Yes.
saves this.
That's why I took the fee.
Yep. So the room that you guys have, if you recall, is the large room at the top floor that is facing out east.
Oh, yes.
Because you were able to see out the window for your little scouting mission a couple sessions ago.
Yeah.
Taryn, as you're meditating, you just happen to take a look out the eastern window and see what is clear to you a crack of lightning that is bright green, far, far, far out to the east, but it's a single streak of lightning. And you guys end up going through your long rest with no other events.
As soon as we wake up, I'm telling everybody. So all the way out to the east, there was a unnaturally green lightning bolt that just struck down. There's only one. So I think that means we should probably go as soon as we can.
There
Sounds
any
good.
accompanying thunder? Are you sure it was green?
It was definitely green.
You're sure it was green, and there was definitely, I mean, it was really far off, so you wouldn't have been able to, like, thunder is kind of irrelevant.
I couldn't hear any thunder, but it was pretty far away.
Okay. Good to know. So,
Uh,
should probably head out.
So we're just gonna go to the constable, just check in on what we left last night, and then head out.
Are we heading out with just horses or horses and hippogriffs?
I think I need to spend some more time with Fulok.
Or just hippogriffs? I mean, I don't know what we want to do, but we now have 4 animals.
We can't do just hippogriffs though because they can only fit 2 people.
Fair.
So,
You have only seen 2 people fit.
I mean, I guess if we put the smallest people on the hippogriff, it might work.
Well, also, we're going to be gone for a little while. And it would be good for us to have our stuff with
Just
us.
saying.
So
Yeah.
the horse and cart would behoove us.
Mhm.
And
Funny because they're horses.
Great.
I'm torn because
Are you all out of faith? Is this how you feel?
You're the one who decided to friend all the animals.
Yeah.
True. No, and here's why I'm torn, because I have a feeling we are going to get into a few more skirmishes on our adventure
Mhm.
to the 3 new places. But also having the hippogriffs with us is not quite covert. You can't really hide some hippogriffs. So we would very much be announcing our presence. Is that something? So do we want stealth, or do we want extra muscle?
I mean, if
Don't
these
forget
factions,
swiftness as well.
Yeah.
if these factions are warring, and they heard that, like, that one of the others was taken down, and then 2 people show up on mounts that they had lost, they might consider us allies if we arrive on hippogriffs.
Or they may think that we are members of that cult and attack us.
I agree.
'Cause they may
with the
not-
second one.
Because they may not know that that we have dispelled the ones
Howling hatred.
words. Thanks.
I got you.
Yes. So yeah, like, do we have opinions? Do we want stealth, or do we want fast and meaty, beefy? That's the word that I'm looking for.
I mean, we're also assuming if we think they're beefy that there's going to be another instance where we can use them to fight. And I feel like other than the most recent two where we were like up high and outside, everything else that we've encountered has been like enclosed underground. And I mean, here's the thing. Whirl has thought that the hippogriffs were a bad idea since the second you started petting them. So that's where I'm at. Yeah.
Wow.
Like in like optics, like us flying back into the town when the entire town knows that, like, when rumors have gone around that people were attacked by hippogriffs and taken somewhere, and then we come in on hippogriffs. It's not cool. It's realistically, it's 2 more very large mouths to feed. And we are at a very tight budget right now. And they, frankly, it's like a weird party situation, I think, but I have a lot of hippogriffs. Anyway, what is
You're
that?
breaking
What
Gert's
about
heart.
Callan is?
I mean,
Sometimes Whirl's very practical. Apparently, she hates animals.
you know, the hippogriffs are cool. I dig them. They're pretty sweet. But people might mistake us for the howling hatred, and I don't want that. I don't want a random spear jut into my back or to break the wing of one of our new animal buddies. I would much rather, have them stay here safe in Red Larch with Thalorn so that we know where they are. We can come back and get them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm again, I was just posing to, like, these are my thoughts.
Good thoughts. Great thoughts.
World just hates
Big
the
fan.
hippogriffs, so that's
I hate
fine,
the hippogriffs.
whatever.
And they're cool that they exist. They would have been fine had we left them alone. They're smart animals.
You're
Yes,
incredibly
you-
smart.
You are also making assumptions that they haven't just flown off from the stables of their own will.
Exactly.
true.
Smart ass animals.
And you're also
All right,
making assumptions that they're going to charge us because they haven't yet.
I think the higher power that runs this game that like talked to us at the very beginning did mention something about us maybe having to charge for them. Just
I-
So sassy today.
I am.
We're gonna.
I'm only sassy about these hippogriffs.
That's it.
You're sassy about the dress with pockets too.
I was, because I was expecting a different dress with different pockets.
This is the hill Whirl will die on.
Yeah, there's a couple of hills. It's a large hilly valley, really. That her roll will die on. But.
Rather a foothill, a collection,
Well, the longer that we discuss the way to go, the more the necessity of the hippogriffs become, as we will need to quickly make our way to these locations. If we don't plan on using them, then we should make haste on our horses and carts.
I mean, also, 2 of those keeps are in a rocky area where it may be hard to get a cart through.
So why don't we take them this time, see how it works out, and just see what happens then.
Sounds fine.
If they happen to run away in the middle of the rocky forest, so be it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just so we save time, I think I'll go to the constable and check up on the things that we left there while you guys get the cart.
Cool.
Unless anybody wants to tag along.
I'll tag along to go grab my book.
Cool.
I will go get the cart.
So Gert and I are gonna go to the constable.
Okay. So you two head toward the constable. I missed this. Where did the other 3 of you go?
To get the cart and hippogriffs
Got
and
it.
horses.
Oh, you're taking all the animals.
Yes, apparently.
Okay. All right. You 2 at the constable. Go for it.
Yes.
Gert, you can go first this time. You can, since I went first last time.
Oh, I'm just here to pick up my book. And see if
okay.
anybody figured anything out. Yeah.
Did you end
'cause,
up like finalizing the ink blot thing, or did we say no
I
go on that?
think we kind of like glazed past it, so I'm assuming no.
Okay.
But the reason that I left it there was to see if
Imdarr
could dispel it. I hope that I left that information well enough for someone to mention it to him.
We can say that, yeah.
Great, cool.
Because I talked to the constable, I told him that if when Imdarr stops by, can you see if he can spell this book?
So I go over to the book and take a look at it, see if it looks any different to me this time.
See if it looks dispelled.
Yeah.
Okay. So the constable will pull out the book from his like back office and say, Imdarr was a little thrown off. I hope you know what you're getting at, but he couldn't detect any magic with this. But he went ahead with casting a dispel anyway, and nothing happened. So here
Fucking
you
wow.
are.
All right.
Bring it back to
does
me
the
and I'll
book-
run an identify on it.
Right. Does the book look any different to me?
Nope, you can still see the symbols on the cover. If you page
Nice.
through it, you would see writing through the pages.
It still feels weird. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to the dark elf that went to get Imdarr, and ask him, what was Imdar's response last night?
He told me a bit about the conversation you had, something about Dukes of Akka. I didn't know anything about them, but my companions seem to understand that they are an elementally based group, but on the not so bad side of that type of magic. And then something about a shield and sword symbol. I didn't really understand much about it.
He didn't mention anything to you about the caves to the east of Feathergale Spire?
No, he didn't seem to know anything about that.
God. Okay. Thank you. You've been very helpful. Never met such a forgetful cleric, other than myself.
Oh!
I thought I was the only one this bad. Cool. I think I'm ready to go.
Yep. We head over to the place number 5.
Number 5.
The stable. That's the
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Stable crew.
And this is all of you? Or just did the 3 of you go ahead of Gert and Taryn? Jesus.
There you go.
People.
I went ahead before them because I figured we'd have to do some like chatting and making sure everything was all set before we headed out.
Yeah, so when you get there, Thalorn is going to be like just as elated as when you got there with the hippogriffs. He'd be like, they're like this kind of meat at this time, and they want this much, and blah 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 blah. He's like going like petting their feathers. He's going across their wings and across their like backs as high as he can reach, and they are loving it. They're acting more like cats for the attention than birds, like leaning their head into getting rubbed and all that sort of thing. So they're clearly being well taken care of.
Great. So we are going to head back out. Is there anything we owe you?
For this first time, no, but I think if you plan on bringing them back, I'm going to need to make some adjustments to my facilities. I clearly don't have anything big enough for these ones.
Good to know. Should we be aware of any fees for the future? We are hoping to come back. Fingers crossed. Everything's crazy outside right now.
You know what? For you guys, I'll do it at cost. I can't say for sure what it would be, but at least estimate the price of food over time.
Good to know. I will keep that in mind.
Great.
And then we'll start shimmying the RT boys out and getting the
Forgot about that.
getting the hippogriffs ready for our hippogriff flyers.
Okay. So who is with which animal? I guess at this point. Heading out.
We have talked about him in the cart.
Okay.
Is it maybe the same orientation that we had last time with Whirl and Cal and I with the horses in the cart, and then Gert and Taryn with the hippogriffs?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Also,
They're more familiar with you guys.
Right. And that way I can catch anyone in case anyone falls.
I just realized this. I'll be in the sky so I can see things better.
Yes.
I can get a scouting position.
That's your observant trait. Oh my god.
Okay. As you guys sort of settle in the cart and start heading out of the north road, or the east road, sorry, to head to your next destination, you reach into your pouch to sort of just kind of gather things and notice that there's a piece of paper that wasn't there before. You open it up and find a small note that says, Vin is in trouble. In Thieves' Cant. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh no!
What?
Wait. Sorry, wait. Sorry. That's a very dramatic moment that I need clarification on. I paused long enough. I hope that you get it. It says they're in trouble in the language, or it says they're in trouble, and it also says in the note.
In Thieves' Cant.
It's not there in Vin. It's a name.
Yep.
Vin.
Well, yeah, there. I didn't remember the name.
Oh,
but like,
okay.
Written
yeah.
in Thieves' Camp.
Yes.
So written in Thieves' Cant is the phrase
it's
Vin is in
written.
trouble.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Good clarifying question.
Because I also wasn't sure if you said Thieves' Camp either, and I was just wanted to make sure. Like, I heard Thieves' Can't, so yeah.
Got
okay.
it. Yes. In the language Thieves' Cant,
Okay.
the message is written.
That is interesting.
The
Yes.
message is written.
Okay, so we're gonna go to stream ending. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.